All right, hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic because today we're going to be talking about BABO. And what we're going to be doing is I have all of my current buys over the past 3 months that I have invested into BABO, which is the Yieldmax Alibaba Option Income Strategy ETF. And what I want to do for this video is take you through the timeline going all the way back to November 11th. I want to take you up, seeing exactly how much I invested at each price point. I also want to talk about the quantity that I invested at each price point and the average price I invested, because BABO is a position that has trended down a lot lately. And there's some Yieldmax ETFs which have trended down a lot lately, but I'm very bullish on the underlying company. I think it's a great price point in order to buy for the long term. It's obviously got a great stock price chart history over the past little while. You could see it's kind of flat for the past 2 years, but it is a growing company. It's a company in which financials are stable and growing, and so it's a company that I believe will be worth more in the future than it is today. That's why I'm buying the Yieldmax ETF. So in this video, for a Yieldmax ETF that has been falling, I want to show how I've been buying. So hopefully this might motivate you guys to buy when things are down. And also, it'll be kind of a little bit of a recap for me to see if I did a good job, which I believe I could have done a better job, but I'm going to explain everything in this video. So that does sound good. We're up to 7,256 subscribers, 475 subscribers in the past 28 days. So if you haven't done so and you like high yielding dividends and ETFs, please do subscribe. Cool. So to kind of give you a backstory, I've been buying BABO since November 11th. And I've been buying it because I like the underlying company, Alibaba. I have an Amazon business where I sell products online, and I use Alibaba, which is a fantastic platform for connecting suppliers with, I guess you could call us retailers. So for this, I started buying Alibaba back on November 11th. Let's see where it is right here. We have to kind of scroll through and find Alibaba BABO. Where is it at? November 11th. Something about this market. I have it up here. But nonetheless, November 11th, 2024, I bought 81 shares at $18.30. Let's see. Can we find this? We have to look for our symbol right here. Beautiful. We have, okay, November 11th. That's why it didn't pop up. This was November, what was it? 23rd, something like that. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm going crazy. This was November 25th. So roughly about 2 months. 2-3 months exactly, I've been buying BABO. So you can see here, for a total investment, we have 81 shares. I'm going to multiply this by 81. We're going to multiply it by our average share price, which is $18.30 for this buy, and that gives us a total investment of about $1,500. You can see $18.30 is roughly $1 above what we are today. And you can see after hours, BABO is doing well. It's up 3%, but we're not going to look at that. We're going to look at our current share price, which is $17.21. Then next, on December 6th, we scroll up here, kind of looking through. We have, boom, BABO once again. December 6th, we bought 84 shares at an average share price of $17.77. So a slightly better price. And this was at the point, this was the first buy here at about $18.30. And then once again, when BABO dropped again, we picked up more shares at about $17.70 on this day right here. So kind of calculating that here, we're going to add this up. Boom, another $1,500 investment. So what happened was basically I put $1,500 in, and when I seen that they had a pretty big drop, I doubled down. I bought just as much as I did the first time, which brings my total. Okay, this includes January investment, which currently brings the total up to $3,000, but with the January investment, it's $3,500. So next, we're going to move on to December 17th. December 17th, kind of scrolling through here, you can see we were making a lot of buys in our portfolio, which is what you got to do. You got to be aggressive and build that monthly cash flow if you really want to generate monthly cash flow. Next, we bought 28 shares at $17.94. So when we go here, we hit the equals, boom, a $500 investment. So this is where I continue to pour cash in, kind of dollar cost averaging here. I always want to be investing and adding more money into my account and continuing to buy, because if you buy over the long term, you dollar cost average in, you could potentially get better prices, and it's just a better way to invest than lump sum investing, in my opinion. Now we go to next, December 23rd. So you can see I'm pretty much buying back to back here. We have BABO once again, December 23rd, 57 shares at $17.41. And you'll kind of see a theme here. Whenever BABO's price dropped a lot, I bought once again. And that's to kind of protect myself on that downside. But as well, the more shares you get at a better price, the better. Because if BABO is to recover, if the underlying stock, Alibaba recovers, BABO recovers, let's say back up to $25, you now own stock or an ETF at 16.16 or 17.41. It's now $25 and paying dividends at that $25 level. That's what we want to achieve with BABO. Now, going to our second last marker, we have another investment on January 10th. So we scroll all the way up here, BABO on January 10th, 15 shares at 16.16. And you might be asking, why did I not buy more than 15 shares? Oh, there was a problem. Look at that. So let me do a little equal sign here. We will do this right here times 16.16. Boom. Only a $250 investment. And the reason for that was because at this time, you can see I bought a lot of other Yieldmax ETFs too. I bought YMAX, I bought SQY, I bought more PYPY, and then I bought more YMAX a couple days later. So I was heavily investing in other ETFs. That's why you only see a little bit of a drop. You see a bit of a drop here in terms of the total investment when it was at a fantastic price point of 16.16. Really, this is where you want to go aggressive. But what I did was I went aggressive across all my Yieldmax ETFs. That way I could lower all their average costs down. And then my final investment came on January 22nd. Let's see if it's up here. January 22nd, I bought 29 shares of BABO at $16.99. So if we go here, that's a $500 investment. In total, our total investment into BABO is $5,187. So over the course of 3 months, we put $5,000 into BABO. Now, what does this produce us per year in terms of dividends? Well, what I do want to find out first is I want to find out exactly how many shares that is. And I'll do that by summing all those up. It's about 293 shares. If I go down to my portfolio here, you'll see it says slightly different. It says I have 294 shares, which I mean, like, I'll take the extra share. I'm not necessarily sure why there's a discrepancy there, but we're going to go off this 293 right here. So in order to get our per month dividends from BABO, from this 5,000 position we accumulated over the past 3 months, we're going to go 293, which is our share amount, and we're going to multiply that by our last BABO dividend. And what you'll notice is as BABO's share price has been declining, the dividends have also been declining too. You can see they've gone from $1.29 to 82 cents, 72 cents, and now at the lowest 44 cents. And this is where BABO becomes unattractive. People say, look, it's only producing a 34% dividend yield, but you have to remember the underlying stock has trended down for the past little while here, going into 2025. If it recovers and produces a positive return, if the underlying stock really increases, you're going to see this dividend also increase. It's about the volatility, and volatility to the upside is very good for Yieldmax ETF's dividends. So we're currently at a marker of 44.50. So what I'm going to do is times by 0.445, and I have to put it equals here, otherwise it's not going to register. Boom. So $130 every single month. But you might be saying, maybe that's not the dividend that you're expecting. Maybe you're expecting a 72, 73 cent dividend. So what I'm going to do is really, I think the average dividend yield should be about 73 cents. So should a $5,000 position should bring me in about $213 every single month. In terms, it should, but you know, we're going to go back to 44.5 because that is the current dividend yield. So for a per year basis, we're going to simply take this number and we're going to multiply by 12. Multiply by 12. Boom. And our yield on cost, what we're going to do for this is we're going to take our 1,564 and we are going to divide by our total investment, and that gives us a yield on cost of 30%. So this is a full breakdown of all my BABO buys. What I can do is I could do this video for YMAX, I could do it for PYPY and SQY if you guys are interested. I just thought it was very interesting to see my patterns and the trend of how I bought as prices declined. And of course, I'm making this video because I wanted to show you guys how important it is to continue to invest as the price drops. This is going to get you a much better yield on cost. Hopefully, when the dividend recovers, you'll see this yield on cost go to 60% or maybe even higher, totally depending on how the underlying ETF or underlying stock does, pardon me. But I do think BABO has the potential to reach $120 valuation, which is roughly about 30 to 40% what it currently is today, and 30% more. And then it also, I don't think it's going to reach this $300 level anytime soon, but I do think it has great potential for a great uptrend. So that's why I'm buying heavy. And this ETF, the whole reason I'm buying it, and the whole reason I'm buying other ETFs such as SQY and PYPY, is because they have great stock price chart histories, and I want to buy them at low prices. I want to see this Yieldmax ETF do something like MSTY, where the underlying goes up maybe 100%. You see the Yieldmax ETF producing huge dividends on your yield on cost, potentially get a yield on cost over 100%, achieve 100% ROI, and continue to hold and earn, you could say, dividend premium every single month. So that is my ultimate goal with BABO. That's why I've been investing. I'll continue to invest, keep you guys posted, but I'm very happy with this position so far. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please do remember to subscribe, stick around. We're currently up to 7,256 subscribers. I'm a little sick today, so I appreciate you guys sticking around in this video and enjoying this one with me. So thank you very much for watching. Please do take care, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.